This is a whole tedious process. See, like I said, like this is very there's not a lot of good information on getting all this stuff. I wasn't entirely sure about the Emil mask or if it was something that would be optional for me to get, but it seems like it's something I actually have to get. But I think there's another accessory as well that is optional. I think that one's optional, but I'm not sure if it's missable. Because we'll find out. You know, we'll find out. I missed the fucking elevator. It's very scary because I don't want to miss that. I mean, it won't be a huge deal because it doesn't count towards any percentages or anything or achievements. It would just be something I could potentially miss. Which, by the way, I guess I can show off some of the things that probably not many people get. The sound data is for one. The dress module. I actually don't know what the dress module does. I forget. Adam's glasses. That's one that's very, you probably don't have. That's an optional thing to get, and it's very weird. You have to go to the top of the roof where their little table is, and it's in a chest in a very specific part of the game. And then the alien mask is another one where you have to complete a quest, and then you have to buy the alien mask from the entrepreneur scientist guy. But anyways, what I'm saying is like I even went out of my way to get those. So if I miss an accessory, I'm gonna be a little bit bummed about it. I don't want that to happen. Got the little Emil mask. It's cute. Alright, now I think all we have to do is leave and come back in. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about the pod, because most of the time, I mean, especially at level 4, it feels super overpowered. But it's not like my weaponry isn't isn't also overpowered. Everything's kind of overpowered. Alright, we go up this elevator, and then I guess we just go right back down. I don't know. Maybe we have to go find Emil again. Maybe I'll go try to find him and then go back down. I guess I could talk about, like, this tower here. It was not here before when we were playing as 2B and 9S. It's another story thing. It's kind of the last thing that happens. Cool thing about the music is in the City Ruins, like I said, when we were playing before, it was a different version of this song. It didn't have vocals. But in order to increase the emotional effectiveness of everything, they use these different versions of these songs, and they have this overlay, this vocals. It's also more driving. The notes on the rhythm are a little bit stronger. You can sort of feel that more instead of being very lax. You know, and sort of soft. It's driving forward. It adds a little element of, you know, determination and something there. That's music for you. An interesting little tidbit of trivia is that these lyrics you're hearing right now are actually nonsense. There aren't actually lyrics. They're just sort of saying things. It's not English. It's not actually a real language. It's just made up like things. But it's sort of made in such a way to sound, I guess, sort of alien. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thing. Not sure why they did that, but they did. I guess it adds that little element of alien, otherworldly, mysterious, whatever to it. Right now I'm just looking for Emil. I don't know. He has 3 potential spawn locations, and it's actually really annoying. I don't know why they did it that way, but there's a in order to get 100% of the weapons and upgrades and everything, you kind of actually need to find him in a specific spot. So that part's kind of annoying because he has to spawn in a location, in a very specific location. Otherwise, he won't sell the thing you need because you need to buy it from him. That was a pretty annoying part. It took me a while to get that happening. There are actually a lot of things like that, especially the unit data. Like I said, random spawn rates, and you kind of just need to go and frickin'... You can actually jump over this. It's not apparently obvious, but I don't know why they even blocked it off. It's actually kind of annoying that they did that. Probably had something to do with the story and keeping everything in a specific order, but I feel like they should remove it at a certain point, if that's the case. And even if it is the case, I mean, you could probably... I mean, I just jumped over it, so I imagine you could do that at any point in the game, probably. He doesn't seem to be spawning. He seems to be being a bit of a little boy. If since I'm not seeing him here, I don't think he's gonna spawn at all, which is really annoying. But apparently that can happen. So hopefully I don't even have to talk to him. I'll just go back and see if it works. He also sells specific materials. So like, you don't need him to give you the materials, but he sells like rare ones, so it makes it kind of easier to get them. Whereas otherwise you'd have to find specific enemies, and that can be a whole chore in and of itself, because then you have to find a guide to tell you where the enemies are, and there isn't one. There isn't a good one, at least. Alright, altogether we have 8 more things to get, it looks like. 3 achievements, 2 quests, 1 weapon, 1 ending, and a unit data. Alright, now here, if he's here, assuming he's here. If he's not. Okay. That's... I'll just have to look up again, because nobody wants to be specific enough. Yeah, it does say I have to actually find him in the world and talk to him again before I can face him. Or before I can face the boss, I mean. So, kind of annoying, to be honest. Especially when his spawn rate is so shit. And he has a chance to not even fucking spawn at all. That's really annoying, you know, honestly. This kind of stuff is fun and exciting for me, I feel like. This is the kind of stuff you don't get to show off too much. I feel like a lot of Let's Players wouldn't bother with this sort of stuff. And, I mean, I didn't either before much, but if I switch it to not doing purely Let's Plays, which was kind of my intention before my friend asked me if he could, like, record something with me, which is how that happened, basically. I basically told him, like, yeah, we can do that, but I only have 1 microphone, so he got his own microphone for the thing, the recording, so, you know, it works out really well, like. So that's good. I don't think, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want to record Let's Plays on my own anymore. I feel like it's just everybody's doing it, but I don't think there's slightly less people doing like specific difficult challenges and stuff in games, and there's a lot of people that wouldn't. Like the Every Game Ever series, I feel like is good because that allows me to show off games that people might not even know about or play at all, you know, stuff I don't even know about. And I feel like that's something unique that I can do, you know. So that's why I do it. But other Let's Players, I think it's always been about the entertainment value, I think, of it. And for me, it's never been something I've like specifically wanted to do, was make something entertaining. I want it to be about both things. Like I hope it's at least slightly entertaining in some way. I feel like when me and him are like the Frogger Let's Plays, I think are better to that extent, because that's, I think, purely the focus mostly is just having a good time, like having fun, making jokes, you know, stuff like that. It's the more traditional Let's Play formula, which works, and I don't think I can pull that off well on my own. So I guess for that, that's good for that. But this I can do on my own, and this actually works better on my own, I think. I mean, maybe somebody would want to record one of these with me. I don't know how much fun that would be for anybody to watch, because it would just be me just playing the thing to do the thing, you know, so there he is. I gotta not miss him, because he goes super fucking fast. I gotta kill this guy. I gotta kill this guy too. I gotta kill these guys.
Boy, the world's really going to hell in a handbasket, isn't it? I actually had a bandit break into my place a little while ago.
Really?
After that, I put all my valuables in a secure container. Now I don't have to worry anymore.
Okay. See, we needed him to say that. Now I gotta go back in. Okay. You see how much fun that is to do? It's real enjoyable. Problem is, like, if I wasn't using a guide, like, how would I know any of this? How would I know to do any of that? Like, oh, I gotta do that, and then I gotta talk to him. It would just be random chance if I can't stumble across all that stuff. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Huh, that's kind of an interesting thing. If I do the... Okay, no, I don't want that. Now, I am a little worried about this, because I think I might have to actually fight him as 9S. We'll find out, because if that's not the case, hopefully I can at least go back there as 9S. If not, then we might just miss it. Because it's either I have to fight him as 9S, or it'll just trigger anyways, even if I don't. Because, okay, so he said he locks things in a secured chest, right? According to the guide, I have to go back, and I have to open the secured chest, and I have to get the, it's another accessory in there. And once I get that accessory, that triggers the boss battle. That's what the guide says. But if I'm A2, I can't open the secured chest, because I'd need to be 9S to do that. So I'm wondering if I just go in and I leave, that'll trigger the that will trigger the boss battle, and then I don't actually need to open the secured chest, right? Which would mean I would miss the accessory unless I could go back later as 9S. Otherwise, I can't. If I need to open that chest to trigger the boss battle, I would have to be 9S, right? I wouldn't have any other. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to fucking dodge this as best I can, but he's fast as fuck. Just getting stun locked. Does that make sense? I think I explained that well. Oh, we'll find out. So either I have to fight the boss as 9S, or I don't. In which case, it's very possible that the accessory I need is missable, because if I beat the boss, I don't know if it'll lock off this area from me later on. These are the thoughts that are running through my head right now, so I could go back and just be 9S, and just so I can guarantee I can open this box, but I don't want to fight the enemy as 9S. I don't want to do that. I feel like that would be not very fun. Because 9S, he only has one weapon, and I give him a spear because it's the most fun way to do it, but so here we are, and we'll go in here. So there's supposed to be a secure chest in here now, right? Yes, there it is. I cannot open it. So, if that's the case, and I leave, either the boss battle triggers, or I actually need to be 9S. Alright, I need to be 9S. So I have to fight this boss as 9S. That's wild. That is so wild. Unless there's something I'm missing. So there would be no other way to open that chest unless I was him. Alright, well that kind of changes everything, my perspective. Oh, let me make sure that... Let me not miss it this time. That changes kind of everything about how I'm going into this. I was hoping to do it as A2 because I feel like I just like playing as A2. A2 is plays exactly the same as 2B, I should say. I should mention. I just like her more. I don't know. She's all beat up. She's got a different voice. She's got a different personality. I think she's just cooler, honestly. It's the only reason I prefer A2. Also, she doesn't have... whereas 2B a lot of the time has 9S following her around. There are a few chapters where you can play as 2B by herself, but I don't know. I'm not huge on 2B. 2B's personality is kind of lacking, I think. She's just kind of like she follows orders and doesn't question anything, and she sort of opens up and becomes a little bit more. She learns how to be kind and caring, which I guess was something she had the whole time, but she just was kind of resisting it a lot. Alright, what are we gonna do here? I guess we gotta go back and be 9S, so let's try to do that. She's not that bad. I just prefer A2, because A2 is like less... It's more real, I guess. She's less of a facade about her. We can play Meatbox. 9S Awakens. I could probably do it at that point, right? I feel like that might be the best place to start this. But there will be a cutscene here. I'm not sure if it's skippable. So one of the quests is a quest called Gathering Keepsakes. Oh, I can't skip this. Oh, but they still have this conversation here, I think, which is not exactly skippable, but I can rush through it. This is Devola and Popola, everyone's favorite pink-haired characters. There we go, skip. Now I gotta wait for him to slowly walk. I remember this. No? Yeah, no. I don't have to wait. I control the slow walk, but... it is very slow. There we go. Alright, we're out of it.
Report.
Now.
Mail notification received from access point.
We're at this point in the journey. So we're using a Type 3 lance? Is that right? Why would we use that? Is that the best one? I guess so. Okay, well that's what we're using. Ooh, the spears I feel like are kind of badass with 9S. I feel like they work the best because his other thing is hacking, right? He doesn't have heavy attacks, so he's way different to play as. And assuming these retained, yeah, okay. So this is the other quest I'm supposed to do. Problem with this is you can't actually complete this quest until after you do... Actually, can I complete this quest after? Maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe I can complete this quest right now. I might have just had to do Emil's Memories. Let me double check that. Okay. Apparently I can absolutely complete this quest right now, so... I guess I should do that. I just had to complete Emil's Memories. I thought I had to do both, but I was wrong about that. Skip.
What is that?
This is where the
An
tower
enormous
shows up,
facility
obviously, it's
that
a
appears-
thing. So we need to go there. Which is Flooded City Coast.
An area beneath the ground. It would appear to be machine-related in origin.
I can just sort of
Further
walk there.
details unknown. Mobile
So, yeah, there's a
transport
big
not
tower.
detected in the section emerging
Very
from
cool,
the
very
facility
epic.
center.
So,
We
elevator?
have nothing. We don't need to deal with that right now. In fact, it's not important at all. Is it here? I always forget. Yeah, there it is. This should lead to the flooded city. Coast. Otherwise, I could have just gone back into the resistance camp, but you know, either way, whatever works, you know. So we're gonna do this quest real quick. And I guess you guys can watch it. I've actually done it like at least 2 or 3 times at this point. Thinking I could complete it. For some reason, you get to the end, but you can't actually complete the quest even after you've seemingly done it. Because there's a little extra thing that you can't do until you've completed Emil's Memories. Which apparently counts as part of the quest. I don't know why. It just does. So... There's also a unit data that you get from this, which you don't get even after defeating the enemy. You don't get it until you... is this it?
Alert. This
I was the only person.
analysis. Remaining transmission records indicate the
Alright.
resistance
I won't skip
members
it, I
were
guess.
attempting to retreat from battle. Analysis of final coordinates complete. Marking locations on map.
Let's go take a look. Maybe some of them will still be alive.
Alright. So the Resistance member basically asked us to find all his friends. And so we're going around and we're looking for him. This has very little to do with Emil at all, but it is something... It is a quest that we can only do right now, after I completed the Emil's Memory, so... Let's just throw it in here. Let's just throw it in here. I need to figure out where to go next, actually, first. Like I said, I've done this a few times already, but... This is... Where is this? Oh, again, that's the amusement park. Okay. Amusement park. That's the factory. Is there anybody in the desert? Doesn't look like it. So we gotta go to the amusement park and the factory. Be pretty easy to get to the factory, actually. I think there. I think there would be good. I suppose I could mention this is I'm recording this in sort of the midst of the coronavirus outbreak thing that's happening. It's a weird situation. There's a lot of things happening. Schools got shut down for the next 3 weeks, and I have a feeling like our work might get shut down. They've been talking about it. Oh, it's not even here. It's over here. I feel like it might happen, and if that's the case, I might be stuck at home.
This
In
is
which
one of the
case...
resistance members we were asked to locate. No vital signs detected. The unit is deceased.
In which case, I will have to... I'll have plenty of time to make whatever I want. I could record a bunch of stuff, or I could stream, even. I've been thinking about doing a stream. I had an idea for a stream that I kind of wanted to do. Again, I've been deciding if I should... I've been trying to decide if I want to keep doing regular Let's Plays, like I said, and if I was doing a stream, I wonder if it's like something I even want to do. It's something I have to make a decision on, really. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, really. I'm not sure I'm good at just Let's Plays by itself, so... if I were to do a stream, again, a stream is like way different than a Let's Play, even, because then it's live and I have to interact with people, and I'm not sure I'm very good at that either. I've tried it streaming before, and like it's easy to talk to people I know, but when somebody new comes in, it's like I'm like, oh, God, what do I say? What do I do? It's just me and some stranger I know nothing about. Like, how am I supposed to interact with somebody I don't know anything about? You know, somebody that shows up. And it happened twice, I think, in 2 or 3 times when I was streaming other things. And I wonder, maybe I'm not cut out for it, because I kind of, I sit here and I'm like, oh, it'd be better if nobody showed up. It'd be better if nobody watched my stuff, and then I could just do whatever, you know? I don't have to worry about anything. It's a bad attitude to have about it, I guess, if you're doing it. But, it's easier,
Man,
strangely
there's
enough.
blood everywhere. Whatever happened must have happened right here. Talk about a bad way to go.
Alert. Emergency support request found in transmission records.
When was it sent?
Right, I remember this.
Approximately 12 minutes ago.
That means they're still alive. Let's go.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Okay, now I have to go to the desert. I know exactly where this is. So I could do like a semi-boss battle. This isn't really that hard. But I have to do it, so we'll see. This is one of the unit datas I don't have, and for some reason, once you blow the thing up, it doesn't give you the unit data. And you have to beat the quest in order to get the unit data for whatever reason. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. I don't know. So we want to go to the desert center, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I'm especially good at it. I'm not the best at human interaction, I guess. I'm not the best person to be doing that. I think the thing I'm bad at it, especially, is small talk, like talking about nothing, like making up topics to talk about. I'm okay at talking about things when there's like a common interest already, you know. But I'm not good at just like talking about nothing. I'm really bad at it. How's the weather? The weather isn't good. How are you doing? Are you doing well? So I need to fight this thing over here. I think there's 2 of them actually.
Over there. Initiating rescue.
So this is kind of an interesting little battle here. There's actually, I need to get rid of all of these individual boys. There's quite a few of them. This guy's actually way easier than he was before. Pretty sure I basically got him. There he goes. There's one. Okay.
The hostile machine rifles have been defeated.
Oh, I did it. Cool. That was way easier than it was before.
This is one of the resistance members we were asked to locate. No vital signs detected. The unit is deceased.
Damn.
Analysis. All missing resistance members are deceased.
I suppose we'd better return their belongings.
So this is the part of the game where 9S gets really emo and edgy. For reasons. I could explain them, but that would be a spoiler. Yeah, but like I said, I was thinking about doing a stream, and it was going to be a Pokemon stream, and I've been trying to finish my Pokedex on Pokemon Red, like we were talking about in one of the Frogger episodes, I think. And, once I did that, I was thinking, you know, I have a Pokemon Blue. I had this idea that I thought would be fun, and, I looked it up, and apparently it is something that people do. It's called a monotype challenge, which basically you try to pick only Pokemon of a specific type, and you're only allowed to use those Pokemon throughout the entire game. So it's kind of like, when I was thinking it up, I was like, oh, it's like a gym leader challenge, you know, you try to be one of the gym leaders, and like, oh, they all use a specific, they use just one type, right? I was like, that'd be kind of an interesting thing to do. I don't want to do a Nuzlocke. Everybody does Nuzlocks. I don't feel like that would be fun necessarily for me. It would just be really harrowing, and I don't want to be in a panicky mood. But I think it'd be cool to do a monotype challenge. That'd be cool. I might be interested in doing that. Because... and my first thought, the first thing I want to do, not to spoil it in advance, but I guess it's not a big deal. I wanted to do poison types, because I'm a big poison. My favorite Pokemon is Crobat. It's my favorite Pokemon. It hasn't changed for a long time. I love the boy. And I was thinking poison's such a good type to pick for that. I mean, despite it being my favorite, there's also so many different poison types. I mean, I could start with a Venusaur, right? Grass poison type, and then you can get you can get a bug poison. You can get I think a Beedrill is bug poison. It might be a bug flying. I'm not entirely sure. But I know there's you get a poison bug, like Venomoth I think is a poison bug.
Proposal. Investigate tower that appeared from the caved-in region.
Let's check it out.
I totally forgot what I was doing.
Use pipe fire
Oh, I need to go
force
back
them
to the
stop.
Resistance campus, right? There's that. There's like a Venomoth, or Beedrill. In addition, get a... Okay, that was not working. Get a Crobat, poison flying type, then I could get like an Arbok or a Coughing. What else is there? There's what the fuck is going on? Why is he doing that? Totally bugging out on me. What else is there? I was thinking of a bunch of them yesterday, and now I'm failing to come up with any. I think there's a fair amount more. Oh, Nidorans. The Nidorans, poison ground types. Those ones. Those are good. Maybe get a Nidoking. There's so many options. I thought that'd be fun. I like poison types. So that could be something I could do in the future if I can get the gumption to do it. I don't know. I suck as a person, but I can try if people are interested. Or if people aren't interested, I could still try anyways. Why not? I just don't know. I've sort of been losing it. Human race had many traditions when it came to mourning their dead. I know that may not mean much to us, but... Well, I just want their souls to find some peace. That's the wish I'm putting into these flowers at any rate. Thank you again for your help. Can I admit something? I'm relieved that I wasn't too injured to fight. I'm relieved because it allowed me to escape. So we get the quest reward, but we didn't actually finish the quest. It's kind of a stupid thing.
Tradition of mourning the dead. To be.
Yeah. So, I guess, doing this quest kind of spoils it. I mean, if you're at this point in the video, you should be I guess you're fine with it at this point. But basically, if you really are still watching and you're like, I don't want to be spoiled, but I'm still watching, then you might want to leave now because I'm gonna spoil it for sure. Basically, I guess 2/3 of the way through the game, 2B dies. She gets a virus and she dies. And then 9S gets all depressed and he gets all emo. And now we've got this quest, which is gathering keepsakes, and this guy is talking about his fallen comrades, and he's like, oh, I could get some flowers and put it on the grave or whatever. And so part of this quest, for whatever reason, requires you to have completed Emil's memories so that you can go, I'm guessing, to get the lunar tears, that and get flowers for 2B. I'm assuming that's where we're going with this. So, yeah. And in order to complete this quest, actually have it finished, marked finished, you have to do that. I don't know why it's part of the quest. It doesn't really make sense, but apparently that's what we're doing here. So let's do it. But yeah, I might do that. I might not do it. It depends. I mean, it took me forever to... Alright, well, we're here.
I'm not quite sure what it means to mourn. Or even if we have a soul to concern ourselves with. hope you're at rest, 2B. Sweet dreams. I'll be with you before long.
Yeah. So he puts her sword in the ground. Very emotional. Yeah, so it basically at this point in the game, 9S is kind of he's lost all will to sort of keep on going. He's got one last thing he wants to do, and that's deal with this tower situation, fix everything, and then he's kind of losing it, you know. He wants to he's basically hoping to die in doing this. So that's where 9S is at the moment. That's kind of why he was saying, I'll join you soon. So that's 98% clear quests. I do want to check intel. Unit data is at 98%, which is that's a little concerning. We'll see. I am a little worried about that because that would imply that we either need 2 more unit data. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I would think that would mean we'd need at least 2 more. And I only know that this next boss might be one of them. It's not even... I'm not even sure about that. So... that should sort of show you the extent to which the information I have is available. Or the information I want is available. Information I need, more so. Alright. Next thing's next. We need to...
investigate tower that appeared from the caved-in region.
Yeah, no,
Let's check it out.
I'm not doing that. She's gonna keep saying that, but I don't actually want to do that. Maybe I should just do it, just to make her not do that. I don't know. I think I actually need to find Emil again. Maybe, maybe not. Do I still have the Emil mask? If I still have the Emil mask, then maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay, maybe I don't then. Was there a thing down there? I'm assuming no. It would be in the city ruins, so no, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, I've kind of lost the driving force to do a lot of Let's Plays. It took me a while to get, like, I kind of had put off doing any of them, even, like, I did those 2 Pokemon videos, which weren't even, like, real things. They were just kind of things I wanted to share. It was just something, mostly I just wanted to show my friends that. And I was like, oh, should I just post the video there? Or, like, I could just post it to YouTube and then, like, share the link. But, again, that seems kind of, like, egotistical to do that. It feels weird. I don't like to share my videos because it feels very egotistical. Like, hey, watch this. You know, like I want something out of people. Like, oh, please contribute to give me views. Like, it's not. I don't want it to be like that at all. Like, I don't care if I get views on anything, really. It's not. That's not the important thing. It would be. I can't say it wouldn't be nice. Like, I want, obviously, if I'm sharing a video, I would want people to watch it, but I don't know. It's not like I need it, you know. I just want to share things, mostly. I guess what I mean is I don't care if it gets huge, like if it becomes like a viral thing. I don't need that. So I don't like to share my videos, like I said. There's nothing about it that feels good. Well, we hit max level, boys. So any challenge that we get out of this is just it's not gonna get any easier than it is. So this is as easy as it possibly could get, unless we fuse some more things and maybe increase our defense or whatever. But you know, that's something else entirely. But yeah, I started playing a lot of games on my own, and it's kind of been, I haven't felt the need to play anything for the channel, I guess. I sort of lost that feeling of like wanting to do something for the channel, and it's like gone away. So I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I was kind of content with just not doing anything. And I didn't really know what to do. I mean, it wasn't until my friend said, let's record something. I was like, okay, I guess that's a reason to do it again. But otherwise, I'd kind of resigned myself to not doing it anymore, I guess. Even the challenge videos and stuff, I couldn't get the drive to actually record the dang thing. I set it all up, and I was like, like I said, but I didn't want to actually go through with it. Couldn't bring myself to do it. It's only now that I feel like I can do it. Oh, come on. This is a fucking joke. I already have the stupid thing. Why do you have to close the thing off and make me talk to him again? God damn it. This is so annoying. It's pointless. Just let me in. Like, why do we have to do this? All they have to do is set a little flag that says, hey, you've talked to him once. You know? I talked to him once, that's all I had to do. I talked to him twice, you know? There we go. Set a little flag. Keep the flag. Why do we have to erase this flag after I leave? This isn't rocket science. There's nothing about this that should make this a difficult thing to track. No reason I should have to do this over and over again. Like, literally, the only explanation I can come up with for this is that they have flags. They must have flags. Or else how would it know if I talk to them or not? Like, there has to be a flag, right? So literally what happens to happen is, whenever I go save, switch chapters or whatever, it resets the flags whenever I switch chapters. Why would it do that? Because obviously there's flags in it that don't reset when I switch chapters, like the quest flags, you know, the ones that activate the quest and say, hey, activate this quest because they haven't done it yet. Quests don't activate unless I haven't done them yet. I can't redo any quests even if I go to another chapter. I'm gonna go backwards. I can redo main quests. That's it. Not side quests, which is an interesting thing. I mean, what would be the reason for that? Like, it would just be, I mean, it could mean that you could have this flag that's activated even before I've met Emil at some point and let me do a thing earlier than I'm supposed to. But even then, that should be an easy fix, you know. If I'm before quest this one, I can't do it, you know, and then lock it off. Whatever. If I haven't completed, like, I've completed Emil's memories, so that's apparently a flag needed, right? I have to complete that, and I did it, so it's already done. That's marked. I don't know. I'm just rambling about pointless, stupid shit. It doesn't matter. It's just slightly annoying, you know? Slightly annoying. Like, I feel like there's a way to do this. It doesn't require me to go fucking talk to him every single time I want to get in there. Because he's really annoying to talk to. I gotta find him. And sometimes he's just not there. So I gotta go transport somewhere else and then transport back. Just hope he shows up. He sucks. There he is. The examples I'm putting forth are not good because he's actually showed up most of the times. It was only the one time he didn't show up, actually. I guess he's already stopped. Okay. So I'm hoping you're gonna just say the second thing, right? Already? Yes? I can't talk to you yet, even though this guy's not fucking attacking me at all. Alright, that was weird. Okay, he said the first thing again, so that's a little concerning. I'm leaving all this in. I'm leaving it all in, so you guys can see bullshit I'm dealing with here, just to try to get this stupid quest to happen. I really don't want to do this as 9S. Just because his battling style is not as fun. A lot of it does require the hacking to happen, which is not all that. It's not all that interesting. I mean, it completely changes the combat element. It becomes like a weird arcade shooter type thing that you have to do, and then you do that, and it does a fixed amount of damage. So it's not great. Let's just say.